My child, this moment was chosen long before you opened your eyes today. The angels already circled the atmosphere around you. Heaven stirred as the seconds counted down to now. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another message. This is your message. Sent not only by me, your God, but also prompted by someone who once stood beside you, smiled with you, cried with you, and who now walks the streets of heaven. They have spoken your name before me. They have pleaded with love. They have said only one thing: tell them. Please, tell them. Time is almost gone. They must know now. And so I say to you, you have 2 minutes left before something reaches your door, before the opportunity, the awakening, the secret, and the miracle align. And this cannot wait. Not anymore. You have wondered why lately you've felt them around you. You have smelled the faint scent of a memory. You have heard whispers in your dreams that jolted you awake. You have seen flashes in your peripheral vision. You have felt something sitting beside you, but when you looked, nothing was there. But it was real. It was them. And it was me, stirring your soul to attention. Because heaven has been trying to reach you. And today, the veil is thin enough for this message to break through. They didn't leave you. Their body may have returned to the dust, but their spirit was carried straight into my arms. And from the very moment they crossed over, one of their cries has remained constant: don't let them give up. Don't let them be lied to. Don't let them miss what's coming. Please. Tell them. And today, I am honoring that cry. I have paused angels. I have disrupted the plans of the enemy. I have stopped time in the spirit realm to reach you in this hour. You only think you're reading something on a screen. But you're actually opening a scroll in heaven, a letter written in eternity with your name stamped on it in divine ink. The person you love who is now with me, they know something you don't. They've seen your life from a higher place now. And they are not afraid, but they are urgent. Because they know that what you are about to step into can either elevate you to the next chapter or pull you into a trap disguised as comfort. They've watched you wrestle with decisions lately. They've seen the tears you refuse to show. They've heard you say, I wish I could just ask them one more question. And now, they are sending you the answer. They want you to know that they see you. They want you to know that they never left. They want you to know that you have been carrying a weight that was never yours to carry. They say, stop punishing yourself for the things you couldn't change. You did your best. You loved me. You tried. You were more than enough. I saw it then, and I see it now. You have needed to hear this. You have needed someone to validate the ache in your heart. So let it wash over you now, the truth: they do not blame you. They bless you. They're with me now, and they walk in wisdom and peace you cannot yet imagine. But they also walk in purpose. Yes, even in heaven. Because love never dies. And love has sent this urgent message through the veil: open your eyes. You are about to make a decision. You are being watched closely, not by humans, but by heaven and darkness alike. What you do next matters. You've been drawn to things lately. Certain names. Certain songs. Certain thoughts that arrive like lightning. That is not random. That is memory mixed with the eternal. That is me guiding your spirit with clues from your past and voices from the present. Because something hidden is about to be revealed. A person you didn't suspect is about to make a move. A message you haven't opened is about to surface. A door you thought was closed is about to creak open again. And you must decide what enters. This is why your loved one who is with me has spoken. They are about to settle. But you have so much more for them. Yes, child. You are about to settle emotionally, financially, relationally, even spiritually, but I have not called you to settle. I have called you to rise. I have called you to see the trap wrapped in beauty. I have called you to see the delay behind the deal. And I have called you to know the truth. There is someone in your life who has been pretending. This person is not who they say they are. They have studied you. They have tried to fit into your world with sweet words and kind gestures. But their motive is rooted in fear, envy, and gain. Your loved one who now walks in heaven sees their intentions. They see what you cannot. And they are crying out to me, please, Father, open their eyes. And I have. This is that opening. You must know, they are praying for you here. They have seen the tears you cried after they were gone. They have heard you say, if only they were here, I'd be okay. But my child, they are here. And I am here. And together, we are sending you the strength to say no to what is fake and yes to what is divine. The time of pretending is over. The time of holding back is finished. The time of hiding your power because others feel threatened by it must end. You were never meant to shrink. You were meant to shine. You have only 2 minutes left in the spirit. That does not mean earthly minutes, it means the shift is already upon you. The door is opening. But just as quickly as it opens, it will close. And those who hesitate will miss it. Those who choose comfort over calling will remain where they are. But you, my beloved, you are not like them. You were chosen. And this message, this holy interruption, was sent so that you would not be 1 second late to your miracle. I am bringing a divine rearrangement. You will see it in your relationships first. One person will distance themselves. Don't chase them. Another will suddenly confess. Don't panic. Another will arrive from the past. Listen carefully, but don't be deceived. This is the season of alignment. I am removing counterfeits and replacing them with carriers of your next blessing. You must feel the shift even before you see it. You've cried to me. You've said, God, why do I always lose the people I love? But I say to you now, you have not lost them. What is born of spirit never dies. What is sealed in love never ends. They are not lost. They are elevated. They are not gone. They are awakened. And now, from their place in my kingdom, they are part of your story in a way more powerful than before. Their presence surrounds you. Their prayer covers you. Their purpose continues, through you. The heaviness you feel is not depression, it is spiritual preparation. Your soul is being upgraded. Your discernment is being sharpened. Your spirit is being elevated so that you no longer confuse being liked with being chosen. You are not here to please the crowd. You are here to shake the ground. That is why you've felt so alone. That is why you've been misunderstood. But child, you were never meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be obeyed by heaven. The person you love who now rests in my arms wants you to know this. I see what you're becoming. And I'm proud. Even when you think you've failed, I see your strength. I see your heart. I see your growth. You didn't let my death stop your purpose. And now, nothing can stop you. They are weeping in love right now. Their spirit rejoices as you read these words. Because they knew you'd make it to this message. They knew you'd follow the pull. And they knew heaven would not let you fall. So now listen closely, I am sending a shift in the next 3 days. Pay attention to who calls. Pay attention to what feels strange. Pay attention to dreams. I will speak to you again. Through signs. Through a number. Through a voice. Through a moment so divine, you will not be able to deny it. You will say, that was them. That was God. And it will be true. You are not running out of time. You are running into purpose. These 2 minutes were not a countdown to fear. They were a countdown to freedom. So now rise. Dry your tears. Open your heart. And step forward. Because your loved one is smiling from heaven. Because I, your God, am walking beside you. Because the next chapter is already being written. And because this message was just for you. God says, this message is for you. There are only 2 minutes left. Time is collapsing around a truth that cannot wait any longer. The veil between heaven and earth is thin right now. You are being watched. You are being called. Someone you love, someone who has already crossed from time into eternity, has been trying to speak to you. And now, in the final seconds before something irreversible happens, they are shouting through heaven's gates, "Tell them now. Let them know this cannot wait. I am the Lord your God. I do not speak in riddles. I do not play with your time. This message is for you because heaven has paused its winds and silenced its songs to focus on this moment, for you. A soul that once held your hand, laughed with you, cried near you, protected you, spoke life into you while alive, is still watching. They are aware. And they are worried. You have been distracted, burdened, moved by 1,000 voices but deaf to the one voice you need to hear. But that ends now. Because this soul, this person you love who is no longer living in the body, has asked me for permission to speak. And I, the God of all creation, have allowed it. But not through wind or dream or whisper. Through this message. Do not take this lightly. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. They pleaded for you to see this. You are loved far more than you know. And because of that love, they are trying to prevent you from walking into something blind. You think you know what's happening. You think you're seeing the full picture. But they see it from a higher place. They see the truth behind the smiles. The danger behind the opportunities. The people hiding their real intentions. The warnings behind what looks like a blessing. And they are terrified you won't recognize it until it's too late. That is why you must hear me. There are 2 minutes left. Not on a clock you can measure with your phone, but on the spiritual clock that governs your destiny. There is a shift coming. A door closing. A decision about to be made. And if you don't hear this message in time, you will step into something meant to destroy you disguised as something you prayed for. They are speaking now. Not in human words, but in spirit. You felt them near you, haven't you? That chill on your shoulder. That whisper in your dream. That strange memory that returned without warning. That was not nostalgia. That was them. Trying. Pleading. Reaching across the veil. And you almost ignored it. But now you can't. You are reading this because heaven insisted. Because the moment is now. There are only 2 minutes left. God says, I watched as they lived with you. I watched how their heart loved yours. I saw the way they looked at you, how they protected you, how they wished they could stay longer. But death came early. And it shattered the bond. But what you didn't know is that their love did not stop. Their mission did not end. From heaven, they have been standing near you, praying, watching, asking. And now, they have been granted access to warn you of what's coming. There is a trap. A decision that looks harmless. A person who appears trustworthy. A message that sounds like an opportunity. But they see what you don't. They see the truth. And it's worse than you realize. Your heart is not prepared for the betrayal that could be waiting behind the next yes. Your mind is not ready for the storm that is circling, disguised as a breakthrough. That's why they begged me, please, let them know now. Let them read it. Even if they don't believe it at first, shake them awake, God. So I am shaking you awake. You were not meant to be lost in confusion. You were not meant to cry over this later. You were not meant to say, I should have known, while holding pieces of your soul. No. I have always loved you too much to let you fall without warning. And so now, in this sacred space, I tell you, be still and listen. Don't scroll. Don't rush. Don't distract yourself. Because there are only 2 minutes left in this window. After this, the test begins. The path unfolds. And your choice will either protect you or pierce you. The one who is speaking from heaven wants you to know this: you are more loved than you understand. Even when you feel forgotten. Even when the world does not see your heart. Even when you are tired of being strong. They have not stopped caring. They have not stopped watching over you. In fact, they've been crying from heaven, because they see how close you are to giving up. They know how much you've been holding in. How many days you've smiled while dying inside. How many times you almost reached out to the wrong person just to feel seen again. But child, listen. The wrong person is watching. Pretending. Waiting for the perfect moment to offer you something you think you need, only to steal something from your soul in return. The person in heaven sees this. They know this trap. They faced something similar. They know what deception looks like when it wears the face of love. That's why they are shouting now. God says, this is not about fear. This is about freedom. I am not trying to scare you. I am trying to prepare you. Because what you decide in this season will shape everything that follows. This is a prophetic crossroad. There are angels standing around you, watching to see which direction you take. One road leads to clarity, peace, and restoration. The other looks exciting but ends in heartbreak, exposure, and delayed destiny. And the person in heaven is fighting for you to choose the right one. They have seen your tears. The ones you didn't let fall. The ones you swallowed. The ones you wiped away before anyone could see. They've heard your silent prayers. The ones you whispered late at night under your breath. The ones that ended with amen and confusion. And now, they want you to know, heaven heard. I heard. I wrote those prayers on my altar. And though you feel forgotten, I have never left you. I have been behind the scenes, orchestrating a divine reversal. But I needed to wait until this moment. I needed you to see what you couldn't see until now. I needed the person in heaven to speak into your spirit. And I needed you to believe again. Because the person who is coming, pretending to be light, is not from me. The offer that seems perfect is not pure. The path that looks easy is not eternal. But if you listen, if you trust, if you obey my voice, I will show you the hidden truth. You were chosen for this message. No one else. This is not meant to go viral. This is not meant for scrolling eyes. This is between you, me, and the one who loves you from the other side. They have waited for you to hear them. And now, finally, you are reading their cry. They ask you to do one thing. Stop running. Be still. Go back to the last moment you heard God clearly. Go back to the decision that felt rushed. Go back to the person who made you doubt your worth. And now ask me, God, is this from you? I will answer. I am answering now. And if your spirit is shaking as you read this, it's because your soul already knows. It's not from me. But the real blessing? The one I've prepared? It's closer than you think. It is not loud. It is not flashy. It is not pretending to be perfect. It is humble. It is healing. And it is waiting for your obedience. Your time is precious. The 2 minutes are nearly over. After this, the choice becomes yours. You can continue ignoring the small voice in your chest. Or you can trust that the one who died loving you is still loving you now. This is your message. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. Because if you do, you may not realize until later what you were being saved from. But if you listen, everything changes now.